Hi gang, Rob here. It is the evening of 24 April 2025. It's Thursday night at 9. Must be time for a knife sale on the TheApostleP channel, and a knife sale we shall have. Before we get into the thick of it, let's do a little bit of housekeeping as usual. First off, I need you to be familiar with and agreeable to the terms of the sale, which I will post on the screen for you in just a moment. They will also be printed in the description underneath this video. Also in the description at the very top, you will see 3 links to previous videos on this channel. The first one is entitled A Primer for Buyers. That one is a 38-minute expanded explanation of how everything works on Thursday night, and it will go over in great detail why the terms are what they are. So if you are new to this weekly sales event, please give that video a look. It'll make everything oh so clear. The second link is to my FAQs for Consignors video. That one explains how this process all works from the consignor's perspective. And for those of you who don't know, almost everything you see on this sale doesn't belong to me. So these are knives that are consigned for sale to me. And if you're interested in doing that, watch the FAQs for Consignors video. And then the third link, as always, is to my rates and services video for the TheApostleP Knife Service, the original precision sharpening service for the online knife community. So in the all-important video description, you will see those 3 links at the top, then the terms of the sale. And then at the very bottom, you will see the list of tonight's inventory, complete with timestamps down the left side, pricing down the right. Now, in the pricing column, you will generally see 2 numbers. The one to the left of the slash is the price of your knife as shown in the video. The price on the right, as sharpened by the TheApostleP Knife Service. There will be room for 4 knives to be sharpened next day this week. So the first 4 knives purchased from tonight's sale to be sharpened will be done tomorrow the 25th, and they will ship along with the as shown inventory. If you fall outside the first 4, not to worry. Current backlog for sharpening only about 3 weeks. Now if you see the word sold, all caps exclamation point, in lieu of pricing for a given item in the inventory list, that means it has been bought and paid for by its new owner. So no need to send an inquiry or an I'll take it about anything marked sold, all caps exclamation point. I believe that's it for the housekeeping. Let's get the terms up on the screen for you, and we'll be right back with the sale. Here are the terms. All right, let's get to it, shall we? First up, we got a few leftovers from last week to clean up. First one from Kizer, and this will be the Begleiter 2. Can't really read a model number on that label. It's an older Kizer box. Here's the knife. What we got here is a stainless steel liner lock. The internal's all black. Scaled in gorgeous black linen micarta. 1 bronze anodized aluminum pivot collar on the show side. Pocket clip will be tip up, deep carry, ambidextrous. A little bit of honest wear, a little burnishing on the corners of that clip. Blade opens with thumb studs. It is black coated. N690 from Bowler, 3 3/8 inches of blade. 4 3/8 handle. Just a nice slim EDC folder. Lock engagement right where you want it. Early and secure. Solid. Knife runs on ball bearings. Deploys beautifully. And it's centered perfectly. We'll call this near mint in box. This model currently out of stock. When they were last available at a web retail of $69. We ran this one at $50 a week ago, then dropped it to $40 last weekend. It's still here. Let's go $35. Like it is, $60 if you'd like it with an TheApostleP edge. And next day sharpening is available. That's the Begleiter from Kizer. Next, we have one from Damned Designs BBSA.com. Kind of a modern tactical folder, scaled in chamfered black G10. Pocket clip, very deep carry, tip up, ambidextrous with a fill tab. Knife opens with a flipper or a hole. It is a stylized Tanto in Sandvik 14C28N steel, kind of a black wash finish. It's a stainless steel liner lock, locking up nice and early. Very solid. 3 1/8 blade, 4 13/16 handle. Pretty nice in the hand. This one runs on ball bearings. We'll call it near mint in box. These are out of stock. When they were available, they had a web retail price of about $81. We ran this last week at $45 on Thursday, dropped it to $35 for the weekend. This week, it can be yours, all in, shipped priority mail for 29 buckaroos. 59 if you'd like my edge. That's the Banshee from Damned Designs. Next up, I don't know what the world is coming to. I have a Great Eastern Cutlery leftover, and not just any Great Eastern Cutlery knife, but a 47 Viper. Yeah, model 470124, covered in purple sage horsecut India bone. It will come with a button. Oh yeah, there's a knife in there too. Look at that stunner. So the purple sage is kind of a brown with a tinge of purple. The horse cut refers to that very coarse jigging. So you got 3 13/16 inches of closed length, triple line nickel silver bolsters, brass liners, and this work of art. Yes. Gorgeous single Warncliffe blade with a long cut swedge and a nail neck. Pull weight, light. I'm going to call it a 6. But beautiful walk and talk. Perfect blade centering. Condition will be near mint to like new in tube with button. Sold out, of course. One sold listing for this exact configuration recently. It did $306 shipped. We ran this last week at $250. No takers. Dropped it to $225 for the weekend. Still here. Let's do $210 this week. As shown, $230 if you'd like it with my edge on it. That is the GEC Northfield number 47 Viper. Next up, we have the current reissue of a Seiko watch made famous, I think, in the Predator movies. It was Arnold Schwarzenegger's personal watch. Thus, it is dubbed the Arnie Ana-Digi from Seiko. Model number SNJ039, part of the Prospex series. This watch is powered by a quartz movement, the H851. It is solar powered. So you have a truncated analog display, right? And then at the top, a little LCD screen with some functionality. We got crowns, we got stuff. The case is wearing a black polymer shroud. The bezel is a 120 click unidirectional. That actually lines up pretty well. Blue and green aluminum insert, pop of green on the minute hand as well. Dimensions 47 diameter, 50 lug to lug, 14 thick with a 22 millimeter lug width, 200 meters of water resistance. You have the blue factory rubber strap. Condition on this is near mint to like new in box. Web retail for this watch, online price about $420. We ran this one last week at $275, got no takers, dropped it to $240 for the weekend. And this week, let's do $220 shipped priority mail for the Seiko SNJ039 Arnie Ana-Digi. Next up. Ooh. I think I like this knife too much because it's a CRKT. But they do some interesting stuff, and this is one of the interesting things they've done. Model number 7532, Jumbones. So it's a large knife, the jumbo part, and it looks like a bone. There we go. Scaled in natural finish, aluminum. You've got sort of a dark blast on most of that scale, and then the flats are satin. Got some very fine scratches in the satin, not a big deal. Pocket clip, tip up right hand deep carry. It's a stainless steel liner lock knife, opens with a flipper. And it opens well. It's a trailing point design, beautifully satin finished. In AUS-8 steel. Blade length is 4 13/16, and this one is wearing my edge. I sharpened this for this consignor some years ago. I don't think he's hardly used it since, maybe not at all. Handle is 6 1/16. There's your lock engagement. It is rock solid. Knife runs on ball bearings. Come on, get past the detail. There we go. Centering is very close. I'm going to call the condition near mint. If the fine scratches in the satin really bothered you, it would take very short order to fix those. And let's see, these are discontinued. Oh, they're not discontinued. They're in stock at Amazon for $127. We ran this one last week at $75, then dropped it to $65 for the weekend. This week's price is less than half price, $55 shipped priority mail with my edge already on it. That is the 7532 Jumbones from CRKT. Next up, our last big fixed blade still available from last week. It's from Cold Steel. It's a Warcraft Tanto. Comes in a molded polymer Secure X sheath with a removable nylon dangle, cross strap for retention, and mechanical retention in that sheath. And look at that beautiful thing. Blade steel on the Warcraft is San Mai. I think you can see the demarcation line right there. Beautifully ground, beautifully crafted. Looks like 3/16 stock. Blade length is 7 inches. A Lynn Thompson American Tanto design of the first order. Scaled in 3D machine, blasted black G10. It is a beautiful handle. I mean a beautiful handle. Yes. Condition near mint to like new in box. Currently available for a web retail price between $200 and $213, depending on where you find it. We ran this one last week at $160. Didn't sell. Dropped it to $145 for the weekend. It's still here. Let's do $135 on this one for this week. $175 if you'd like it to come with an ApostleP edge. And next day sharpening is available. That is the Warcraft Tanto from Cold Steel. Next up, on to the fresh stuff, and we've got more big, nasty Cold Steel. This is a Recon Scout. This will be good news for some of you because we had the identical knife to this last week, and it sold very quickly. So we got another one this week. The Recon Scout. It is a baby Trailmaster. I'll show you in a moment. Comes in the molded polymer Secure X sheath, has a cross strap, removable nylon dangle, nice retention. Look at that thing of beauty. It is a clip point blade, full flat ground. I think that might be 5/16 stock, is it? I think I might have said 1/4 inch last week. It is 5/16. It chops, it slices, it does everything at the camp. The cross guard is stainless steel and it's polished around the edges, just very gently chamfered. The handle is a Cray X, so that's Cold Steel's name for their version of Craton. It's compliant, it's grippy, it has texture, it's just wonderful. Brass lanyard tube. Blade length on the Recon Scout 7.5 inches. Handle length is 5 1/8. This is near mint to like new in box. This model is currently available. Oh, by the way, it's in CPM 3V. Currently available new for web retail pricing between $223 and $276. Yeah, interesting range. Let's do on this one $180 like it is. Shipped priority mail, $215 if you'd like it to come with an ApostleP Edge, which, if you're quick, can be done tomorrow. Next day sharpening is available. That is the Cold Steel Recon Scout. Next up, oh my, it's not our last fixed blade in the sale, but it's our last biggin. And it's from a little company in Escanaba, Michigan, USA. I'm not sure if I can get this on the camera. It is the V44 Bowie in red linen micarta. Yes, sirree. The sheath is an interesting affair. So this piece attaches to your belt. The centerpiece slips down in to the carrier, and it comes to a positive stop with that dog. So you can also ditch the back piece and just run the main sheath into your belt, and the dog will stop it. And that's never been out of the package, by the way. Here's the knife. Oh my, look at that swashbuckling pretty girl. Yes, that is, I'm going to say 3/16 A2. Blade length on the V44 is 9 7/16. And then you got this work of art. Polished aluminum S-shaped cross guard and also the pommel. The exposed nut is pretty cool. So this pattern is a World War II fighting knife with lots of history. Black, red, and white spacers with that red linen micarta. It is definitely hand-filling, and it kind of wants to be swung. Condition on this will be near mint to like new in box. Currently available for a web retail price of $307. I think I found them in stock at Knife Ship Free, as a matter of fact. That factory edge, pretty doggone nice, I got to say. I'm getting fingerprints all over this. Who cares? Your price, shipped priority mail, $230, $265 if you'd like it with my edge. Next day sharpening is available. That is the V44 Bowie from Bark River. Next up, it's Cold Steel folder time, boys. We got 3 of them, and here's the first one. It's a 6-inch Ti-Lite. This is the Xi-X handle version. Xi-X. Everything is an X. So yeah, it's a big beast. So you guys know the Ti-Lite. Stainless steel liner lock, long, skinny. Pocket clip on this one is going to be tip up right hand. Now it's sort of a front flipper, but good luck reaching it that way. It opens better, I think. You're just using a thumb stud. The blade is 5 7/8 inches of Aus 8A, and you can see by the glint that this knife is already wearing an ApostleP edge. That probably cost this consignor $30-ish. And it's quite sharp. Still. Looks like it might have been touched up since I did it, but it's sticky. So yeah, 7 1/16 is the handle length. I love how the liner lock is folded over, so it never hurts to release that liner lock. Although there's a lot of tension, but you have that nice kind of knurled surface and a nice radius. Just works great. Lock engagement is deep but secure, rock solid. Runs on the cold steel complement of phosphor bronze and Teflon washers. Looks like it's pretty well centered today. How about that? Condition near mint in box with an ApostleP edge. Current web retail for this model is $63 plus tax, and then you would pay $30 or $35 to have me sharpen it to get it to be like this. But you can buy this one all sharpened up and ready to rock, $55, double nickels, no need to sharpen. That is the cold steel 6-inch Ti-Lite Zyx handle and an ApostleP edge. Next up, you like that one, but you need something smaller? Well, here you go. We have a 4-inch cold steel Ti-Lite in Zyx handle. And this is going to have a satin blade. Ooh, snappy detent. Great thumb stud. You have a 4 1/16 bayonet ground blade, spear point, with a false edge on that top swedge. The handle, 4 13/16. Zyx scales, right hand tip up pocket clip, stainless steel liner lock, folded over for your comfort. Blade rides on the cold steel phosphor bronze and Teflon washer system. Lockup is rock solid. You've seen the action. And how about that centering? Condition like new in box. This model is currently available for a web retail price of $52. This one can be, and if you buy one online new for $52, you're going to have to pay sales tax and postage most likely. This one can be yours, $40 all in, shipped priority mail, $65 if you'd like it with an ApostleP edge, and next day sharpening is available. That is the cold steel 4-inch Ti-Lite in Zyx and Satin. Why so specific? Well, because next up we have another, look at that, it's a new box. It's another cold steel 4-inch Ti-Lite in Zyx, but this one has the black blade. And frankly, this is a buy. I don't know why. These are cheaper online than the satin ones, but they are. There is your Zyx handle. Kind of a textured molded polymer. Pocket clip, right hand tip up. You can front flip it if you have really good dexterity. Look at that gorgeous black PVD finish over that 4 1/16 inch AUS-8 blade. Bayonet ground, false edge at the top. Stainless steel liner lock, and I love that release. It's folded over, it's knurled, you get purchase and texture and no discomfort. Lockup is dead rock solid. Action is beautiful. Centering is squared away. So these are currently available for a web retail of $43 plus tax and postage. This one can be yours, all in, shipped priority mail. $35 like it is, $60 with an ApostleP edge. That's the cold steel 4-inch Ti-Lite Zyx murdered. Next up, we have a traditional slip joint pocket knife from Vaer and Son Cutlery, made in the USA. Says so right there. It is the Vaer and Son 5180 Barlow, and this is a doggone nice piece from Vaer and Son. It's covered in India stag bone cover, so it's bone that is jigged to look like an antler. And it's kind of cool, I gotta say. Long Barlow bolsters and polished nickel silver. And it looks like the liners, I can't tell if those are steel or nickel silver. They're not brass. Closed length on the 5180 is 4 inches. Opens with a long pull. I'm going to say it's a 6 pull, and it's the walk and talk I would call hydraulic. And it's a Baer & Son, so there's a little what we call blade rattle, so not a lot of tension on the back spring at half stop. Nice centering. Let's look at that blade. They call this stainless steel. That's probably something like 420 HC. Nice swedged sheep's foot. Hollow saber grind. Not too thick behind the edge. Pretty nice. Like new in box is your condition. Available new for a web retail price between $50 and $59 plus tax and postage. This one can be yours all in. Shipped priority mail, $40 like it is. $60 if you'd like it to come with an ApostleP edge. That's the Baer & Son 5180 Barlow. Next up, this is kind of a cool juxtaposition. We have a case Barlow that's going to be very similar to the one you just looked at. It is the 6.51009 and a half SS Barlow in bone stag. Well, here we go. Look at that. This is a little smaller knife, but very similar. Again, we have some bovine bone covers that are tooled to look like stag. We have long, polished nickel-silver bolsters, brass liners, closed length of 3 3/8. The blade is at about a 6.5 pull, maybe a 7. Delicious walk and talk. No side play. Centering is a little toward the high side as you're looking at it. Gorgeous polished clip point blade in true sharp stainless. Near mint to like new in box. Currently available for a web retail price of $76. This one can be yours all in, shipped priority mail for $55. $75 if you'd like it with an ApostleP edge, and next day sharpening is available. That's the 6.51009 and a half SS Barlow from Case. Next up, we have more watches this week. And the first one is an Islander from Mark Frankel at Island Watch. Islander, the brand, became famous for its Seiko homage watches. And we have one here. So Mark's idea was, what if we take classic Seiko patterns, we upgrade the movements and some of the hardware, give them some fun colors and some better bracelets, and we'll sell them cheaper than the originals. Well, here's what we got. This is a samurai pattern with a light blue waffle dial, a dark blue ceramic bezel insert, and it's run on a bracelet very similar to the Miltat Hexad with milled internals. Closed case back. So it is a 200 meter dive watch running the Seiko NH36 movement, which is a day-date automatic. It hacks, it hand winds, day and dater at 3. The bezel, 120 click, unidirectional. It's very Seiko-like. And it lines up. Dimensions are 42 diameter, 48 lug to lug, 14 thick, 22 millimeter lug width. I'm going to call it near mint in box. Like there's a little bit of like laying it down on your nightstand rub on that little polished section there. And that's really about it. And it does wear a double dome sapphire glass with a chamfer. So this model currently available at islandwatch.com for $329. This one can be yours, all in, shipped priority mail, $175. That is the ISL 67 200 meter dive watch Seiko Samurai homage. Next up, another one from Islander and equally as fun. This is the ISO 74, which is one of the many versions of the Seiko SKX from Island Watch. So it's an SKX case. It is a Jubilee style bracelet that's beautiful. I think those are screw links, are they? Yes, they are. And a milled clasp. So, as you know, the Seiko SKX ran the 7S26 movement, which did not hack or hand wind. This one has been upgraded to an NH36 that does hack and hand wind, has day date at 3. 12-hour bezel on a 120-click unidirectional. Lines up nicely. Black and blue. Ceramic bezel insert, kind of a Batman SKX. Dimensions are stunning. 43 diameter, 46 lug to lug, 14 thick, and a 22 millimeter lug width. Closed case back. And just like the other watch, this has been laid down on a nightstand. There's just a little very superficial rub in that polished flank. Other than that, like new. So we'll call it near mint in box. It does have a double dome sapphire crystal and 200 meters of water resistance. Available at islandwatch.com for $329 if you want to buy a new one, or just take this one, $175, all in, shipped priority mail, on the ISL 74 Batman SKX from Islander. Next up, a very interesting watch. Comes in an interesting pouch. And it's from Deep Blue. It is the Deep Blue, 300 meter skeleton dive watch. The bezel is pretty cool. I can't tell. I think that's just stainless steel. I don't think there's an aluminum insert. I love how the Arabics and the markers in the bezel are polished. It's beautiful. 120 click, unidirectional, no backplay, lines up great. Dimensions, 45 diameter, 53 lug to lug, 15 thick, and a 22 millimeter lug width. It runs the Seiko NH34 movement, I believe, which is a no date. I don't think I felt a ghost position in the crown. I'm not sure what that does. Might be a helium escape valve. Now this has installed a strap habit waffle rubber, and then in the pouch is the original Deep Blue rubber strap. It has an open case back, sapphire crystals front and back. Let's see if I can get this thing apart. There we go. Take a look. There we go. Ooh, look at that. We got a little Geneva striping on that rotor. Interesting. Anyway, this particular model has been discontinued for a while from Deep Blue. I love the blue anodized center of the dial. It's just gorgeous. We'll call it near mint in pouch, and you can buy it for $75, shipped priority mail, on the Deep Blue 300 meter skeleton dive watch. Okay, time to turn the page. Next up is the pièce de résistance of watches tonight. It's from Seiko. Model is the SRPG 57. This is a monster, Save the Oceans edition. And look at that gradient dial, and if I get the light to hit it right, you'll see little penguin prints walking around that dial. So cool. So we all know the monster. It's been around forever in various references. The bezel is a 120 click unidirectional all steel bezel, and I love how it is sort of concave, so this top surface doesn't ever get damaged. Very Seiko-like. I don't know if this one lines up. Let's see. I'll try that again. I don't think it does. I think it's half a click off. But it's a Seiko. It gives it charm. Dimensions are 42.4 diameter, 49.4 lug to lug, 13.4 thick, with a 22 millimeter lug width, crown at 4, screw down, of course, 200 meters of water resistance, closed case back, still wearing its blue sticker. I don't see any desk rash even on the clasp. He might be anal like me and he refinished it. I don't know. Stamped internals. You got the lovely dive extension. And you got the candy bar Cyclops. I think these have a hard licks crystal. They do. It's near mint in box. Currently available new between $357 and $420 at your favorite web retailer. This one can be yours, all in, shipped priority mail, $250. No need to sharpen. The SRP G57 Penguin Monster 200 millimeter dive watch, 200 meter dive watch from Seiko. And next up, and we'll just talk a little bit to let the gain adjust so we get good audio. Let the gain adjust so we get good audio. And we have a watch, and it's the last watch in tonight's sale. And it is from a Los Angeles, California brand. It's Vaer. Interesting packaging, I think, on these. You get a box for the watch, a box for the strap, got a little pull tab thingy so you can get them out of there. And what we have is the Vaer DS5 NG42 200 millimeter dive watch. Kind of an interesting piece. Let's look at dimensions. 43 millimeter diameter, 49 lug to lug, just 13 thick, with a 20 millimeter lug width. Kind of an Omega Seamaster homage on the case with the twisted lugs. Beautiful fine brushing on the flanks, polished tops, and that polish runs the length of the case. A signed screw-down crown, 200 meters of water resist, open case back revealing a Seiko NH35 automatic movement. The date is at 6, and I'll just disclose this. Every fourth window, or every fourth day on your date wheel is black. The three in between are green, and it's very hard to read the date. Just saying. The bezel is a 120 click, unidirectional with great action. Lines up nicely. Blue and green aluminum insert. And if your eyes are playing with you, there's a reason. I'm not sure that the minute track and the indices make any sense. If you, it's very odd. I'm just saying. Quick release spring bars on the Vaer branded Tropic style strap, and then you're also going to get a two-piece nylon, like a seatbelt material in tan. Whoops, I lost my keeper. I lost my keeper. So let's see. These are discontinued, out of stock. When they were available, they had a web retail price of $329. Let's go $195 on this one. Shipped priority mail. That is the Vaer DS5 NG42 200 meter dive watch. Next up, we have something that I think is just super cool. I mean super cool. So it comes in this box. How about that? It's got a screw top. Yes. Whoops, I had it upside down. It's from MachineWise. Interesting. What does it say here? The model is the Sonora, serial number 901. Blade steel is 20 CV, 63 Rockwell. Blade finish, light, stonewash, smiley face. Handle texture, fine. I don't know what that means. SRE, I don't know. So the handle is all titanium, and it was final QC checked by GH, born on 1/23 of 2025 at 12:31 p.m. Look at the goodies. You get a coin, you get a driver bit, you get a sticker, and you get, I've never used this lube, but it's called, what's it called? Something honey. Knife pivot graphene lubricant. That's a pretty squared away package, I think. Don't you guys think? I think so. Come on, get on there. Get in there. There it goes. There's a knife, too. Here we go. Look at that work of art. Made in the United States of America. Beautifully, beautifully milled titanium handle. Integral construction. Milled titanium pocket clip. A great attachment method, a la lion steel. So I think that means it's ambidextrous tip up. It is a button lock mechanism with a flipper. Nice detent for a button lock. And then you got that full flat ground blade. And I just want you to look at the edge. This is the factory edge on this knife. I have not seen an edge like that from the factory on anything not made in Japan, and I think you know what I'm talking about. Blade length on the Sonora, 3 3/8. Handle 4 7/16. In the hand, it is money. I mean, that is so nice. What a great package for a rather new company to get a knife that's this svelte, precise, efficient, ergonomic. That's saying something. Blade centering, I bet it's perfect, of course. Flipping action is great. Lockup is rock solid. I'm sure it's running ceramic ball bearings. That's just a piece of work, boys. And the market knows it. It's near mint to like new in box. Out of stock in this configuration currently. When they were available, they had a web retail of $725, and they're kind of selling like hotcakes on the used market for over $700. This one can be yours for $650, like it is. Oh, there's no need to sharpen. That's the MachineWise Sonora. Next up, we got one from Vero Engineering, and it is their Lux Mini. Stonewash blade, bead blast handle. I think we got an aluminum card that gives you the particulars. Designed by Joseph Vero, serial number 515. This is another just beautifully made small knife. All titanium handle, Milled titanium right-hand tip-up pocket clip. Steel inserted titanium frame lock. It can be front flipped. Not by me. And it's got a tiny little flipper tab with great jimping. I mean, it just grabs the skin of your finger and out it flies. Clip point blade with an interesting fuller, I guess we'll call that. Hollow ground and stone washed. M390, blade length 3 1/4. Handle length is 4. There is your lock engagement, like right where I like to see it, 50%. Super solid. Beautiful blade centering. Yeah. Condition is near mint to like new in box. Currently available online for a web retail of $373. This one can be yours all in, shipped priority mail, $275 like it is, $305 if you'd like it to have an Apostle P edge. That's the Vero Engineering Lux Mini. Next up, we have an offering from Maniago Knife Makers. It's going to come with pouch only, no outer box. Let's see what we got. We got some literature and a knife. Again, a little beauty. I want you to look at the handle finish. So it's got a blue anode, but it looks like there might be a bronze underneath. And then the peaks of the milling, lightly burnished. It's just got like a pocket-worn appearance, although it's not. Titanium backspacer. Little tiny lanyard hole. Milled titanium. Right-hand tip-up pocket clip. It's a flipper. I think it's better than that. This one has a ton of lock bar tension, just so you know. The blade's free, but there's a lot of lock bar tension, which that's a good thing, right? Rock solid. Jesper Voxness design. The model is the Timavo, Timavo, bladed in M390, blade length 2 7/8. Handle is 4 3/16. That is a stainless steel liner lock and an all titanium handle. And there's a lot of lock bar tension, man. Centering is perfect. Everything rock solid on this knife. Near mint to like new in pouch, no outer box. This model currently available for a web retail of around $235. We will offer this one at $160 like it is, $190 with an Apostle P edge. That is the Timavo from MKM. Next up, we got one from Quiet Carry. I love how they do their codes here. The model is the Waypoint, and it's BBSA RH. Bead blasted handle, satin blade, right hand. Here we go. The bead blasted handle will have some very fine trails. Pocket clip, shorty, ambidextrous tip up deep carry wire. Knife opens with good old fashioned thumb studs. It is a stainless steel liner lock running on phosphor bronze washers. Lockup is rock solid. There's your engagement. Beautiful. Centering is hard to see, but we'll call it close to perfect. Let's see. It is bladed in Vanax Super Clean. Hollow saber ground. I don't know, would you call that a clip point? Or a modified reverse Tanto? I don't know. It has been used and sharpened, and it looks like the shoulder got rubbed during touch-up a little bit. So we will call it near mint in box. Very, very slight trails noted. This model currently out of stock. When it was available new, you could buy them for $295 web retail. Let's do this one at $175 like it is. $200 with an Apostle P edge on that Vanax blade. The quiet carry Waypoint in Vanax. Next up, we got one from CJRB, and it's kind of a nice one. I'm not a big CJRB fan, but this one has a little something going on. It's the J1925-GCF Pyrite in S90V and gold flake carbon fiber. What does that mean? Well, I will show you. Oh my. Ooh. Oh, that's kind of pretty. So it looks like we have a button lock knife that opens with thumb studs with an all titanium handle, milled titanium right hand tip up pocket clip. Nice detent. Nice ball bearing pivot, you think? Wow. That's all right. Spear point blade in stonewashed S90V, 3 1/8 inches long. The handle's 4 13/16. Pocket clip, right hand tip up, milled titanium. There's just not much to complain about on this knife. Rock solid lockup. Can you use that choil? You could if you had tiny little Chinese fingers. Silky smooth ball bearings. Perfect blade centering. Limited edition, by the way. It is like new in box. Discontinued, out of stock. When they were available, they had a web retail of $199. Found one sold listing for this exact model on eBay. It did $185 shipped. That's pretty good, considering they were $200 new. This one can be yours. $140 all in, shipped priority mail. $170 if you want my edge on that S90V blade. Next day sharpening is available if you're one of the first 4. That's the J1925-GCF Pyrite from CJRB. Next up, we have the Rob's Pick in tonight's sale, and it's from Hogue. I made it the Rob's Pick so somebody would buy it, and I would be saved from myself. It is the model 54197-EXL RSK. It's the mini RSK, right, with black G10 and a stonewash blade. You got the Doug Ritter designed sunburst milled black G10 handle, ambidextrous tip up deep carry stonewash pocket clip, able lock mechanism, runs on phosphor bronze, locks up solid, centers beautifully. The blade is all Doug Ritter. Gorgeous stonewashed CPM Magnacut. 2 15/16 blade, 3 15/16 handle. More size efficient blade to handle wise than a Griptilian mini grip. So nice, so nice. Condition is like new in box. Currently available new for what is a steal of these are a steal new, $160 web retail, but you can buy this one for $135 all in, shipped priority mail. $165 if you'd like it with my edge. So basically, you can get it for the same price as a new one with a way better edge. That's the Rob's Pick tonight, the mini RSK in Magna Cut from Hogue and Doug Ritter. Next up, we got a Benchmade, the 945 Mini Osborne. Oh yeah, what a little beauty. Green hard anodized 6061 T6 aluminum scales. Parkerized split arrow pocket clip, ambidextrous tip up, and they did away with the sort of serrated purple titanium backspacer and went to purple titanium hourglass standoffs on the Mini. Opens with thumb studs, axis lock mechanism, phosphor bronze washers. The blade is in CPM S30V. 2 15/16 inches is your blade length. The edge is not from Benchmade. That has my edge on it, and it is absolutely sticky sharp. Lock up, dead rock solid. Action, beautiful. Centering is as well. Very near mint in box with an ApostleP edge. Currently available for $230 Benchmade map price or web retail, plus $25 of my sharpening. This one is yours for $170 all in, shipped, priority mail, no need to sharpen. The Benchmade 945 Mini Osborne with an ApostleP edge. What a beauty. Next up, we have a gorgeous little EDC fixed blade from one Bob Dozier. Not only does he design great knives, make great knives, but he also knows how to make a sheath. Or somebody does. What does that say? Oh, Dozier sheaths. A pancake style Kydex with a little G-clip for the belt at the proper cant. Zero rattle. Great retention. A gorgeous satin finished D2 blade. I mean, beautiful. Great looking swedge. Subtle clip point. 2 15/16 inches of blade. 4 inches of handle. Scaled in, beautiful stag. With big brass pins. Brass lanyard tube. The finger grooves fit my large glove size hands perfectly. I mean, what a great knife. I don't know, what is that, maybe 140 thousandths thick at the spine. Just beautiful. So nicely done. Let's see, like new, there's no box. I wrote in box on my copy, but there's not one. So I couldn't find this exact model in sold listings on eBay, but some very similar Dozier knives scaled in stag in various states of condition. But the sold listings ran between $275 and $407. Let's do this one at $235, all in, shipped, priority mail. $260 with an ApostleP edge on the Bob Dozier Custom Personal. That's the model, the Personal fixed blade. Beautiful knife. Next up, we have another custom knife from some guy named George. Les George, I believe. And it comes with a baggie. This is the Les George Custom Myna, M-Y-N-A. It comes scaled in beautiful flat dark earth titanium scales. It's a titanium frame lock knife. Pocket clip is titanium. Right hand tip up. It's a ball bearing flipper. Oh. Stonewashed. What would you call that? A modified sheep's foot blade in CPM MagnaCut. Blade length on the Myna, 3 5/8. Handle, 4 11/16. Did you see that gorgeous diamond milling? There's your lock engagement. This is a non-inserted titanium frame lock. 0 rock, 0 slip, 0 stick, properly carburized lock face. Locks up right there. Centering on this knife is off a little bit to the low side as you were looking at it. Condition, I'm going to call near mint to like new in pouch. There might be a very superficial rub. maybe. Man, beautiful knife. So these were actually sold at retailers. I think I found an old listing at Blade HQ with no price. I can tell you this though. Sold listings on eBay for the Mina with ano and some milled texture on eBay range between $520 and $700. And most of them that are kind of trimmed out like this are in the 6 to 7 range. This one can be yours all in, shipped priority mail at $4.95 like it is, $5.25 with an TheApostleP edge. That is the custom Mina from Les George. Next up, we have a stunner from Hinderer. This is an Eclipse 3.5 in MagnaCut, swedged spear blade, tri-way pivot, battle bronze finish on the handle with a stonewash blade, and an OD green G10 scale. Let's see, I think I remember something. Yes. This knife is wearing its phosphor bronze washers. See the bearings in the baggie? With an extra fill tab just in case you want to carry it without a clip. I just love the shape of the Eclipse handle. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. There's your OD green G10. There is your battle bronze finished frame. Bright hardware. Right hand tip up or down pocket clip. Let's see how this thing flips on phosphor bronze washers. Look at that. Like a rocket. There's your swedged spear blade in MagnaCut. Blade length is 3 5/8. Handle length is 4 11/16. The steel inserted titanium frame lock locks up at about 25-30%. Think it? Yeah, it's solid. It's a Hinderer. And the blade centering, bingo. It has been used and touched up. Let's see, how's it open with the thumb studs? Beautifully. Not true on an XM18. Okay, we'll call it near mint in box. Current web retailer for this knife would be $425. Good luck finding one. I know you can buy this one though for $375 like it is. $405 if you'd like it with an TheApostleP edge. Next day sharpening is available if it's one of the first 4. That's the Hinderer Eclipse 3.5 swedged spear in OD and MagnaCut. Next up, this is too nice to be a brother-in-law knife, but somebody just needs to buy it and put it away and put it in somebody's stocking. It's an Ontario Rat Model 2. One of the best small EDC pocket knives ever devised by mankind. Textured FRN scales. Rock solid bank vault construction. Stainless steel liner lock knife. 4-way clip in black. Thumb stud deployment. AUS-8 blade. Gorgeous satin finish. Blade length is 3 inches. Handle is 4 1/16. Your stainless steel liner lock is locking up at about 40%-ish. It is dead rock solid. Knife runs on phosphor bronze. Centering is perfect. Condition is like new in the box. And for those of you who don't know, great as these are, sometimes they don't have perfect mechanics. This one does. Everything is so squared away on this knife. You can buy a brand new one of these online for $40 plus tax and postage, or just buy this one all in, shipped by priority mail, $30 like it is, $55 with an TheApostleP edge. The Rat 2 from Ontario. Next up, we got one from Kershaw. It is the model 7200 BLKOL Launch 2. So the BLK is for the black blade, the OL is for the olive green anodized handle. 6061 T6 aluminum, beautiful ano, kind of made to look like an integral, although the knife is in halves. The pocket clip is the old Kershaw butter knife, ambidextrous tip up. It is a button lock automatic, and I will tell you this, it does not lock out all the time, and it didn't right there. There it did. The early launches had that thing. So you have a low saber ground blade with a big old swedge on a drop point blade in CPM 154, 3 5/16 blade, 4.5 handle. The action's beautiful. The centering is as well. Very light trails in that ano. I think it's been used and touched up. We'll call it near mint. No box. The Launch 2 is discontinued, not a stock. It probably would have been $130 or $40 when they were new. This one can be yours at $85 like it is, $110 sharpened. The Launch 2 from Kershaw. Next we have one from Vosteed, and a pretty interesting knife. Looks like a big smiley face. This is the model A1911 Ankilo in LMAX with a black stonewash blade and an orange aluminum handle. You're playing my tune. Look at that. That is shimmery orange. Looks like a sandblasted aluminum with that orange ano. Man, that just really pops. Pocket clip, ambidextrous tip up deep carry with fill tab. You can front flip it, I think. Yes. And check out the lock. It's sort of like a button lock, but it's in the pivot assembly. They call it the I forgot what they call it. I wrote button lock and never changed it. They have a name for it. Anyway, you have a tumbled black blade in LMAX, 3 13/16 inches in length. No, 3 3/16 inches in length. The handle's 4 9/16. Lockup is rock solid. And there's 3 ways to deploy this. You can front flip it, but I can't. You can flip it, but I can't. I guess I can. Or you could just sweep it open with the hole. Ball bearing pivot, perfectly centered blade. Like new in box, available new for $198 plus tax. This one, all in, shipped priority mail, $130 like it is, $155 with an ApostleP edge. That is the A1911 Ankilo from Vosteed. Next up, we have another Vosteed and more of that orange and black theme. This is the A2902 Raccoon in 14C28 black stonewash blade with a black micarta handle and an orange thumb stud. How about that? I like that little knife. Yeah. Black canvas micarta, button lock mechanism, ambidextrous tip up deep carry pocket clip with fill tab, opens with thumb studs. There's your black stonewash blade in 14C28N. It's kind of like a wee banter blade, isn't it? 3 1/4 blade, 4 5/16 handle, rock solid lockup on the button lock. Ball bearings are smooth and free. Easy to deploy. Easy to fling home. Beautifully centered blade. Like new in box. This model currently available for a web retail price of $65. This one can be yours all in, shipped priority mail for $50. $75 if you'd like it with my edge. That's the A2902 Raccoon from Vosteed. Next up, I have a Victorinox knife, and it is the Black Explorer reference 53793. I actually opened the box. So it's basically a new knife. It's interesting though, just a little bit of paper wear in the black scales. So it's a 91 millimeter Victorinox. Let's go over the tool set. Pen blade, main spear, scissors, magnifier, Phillips, small screwdriver, can opener, large screwdriver, cap lifter, wire cutter, tweezers, toothpick, split ring, corkscrew, parcel hook, and an awl with a sewing eye. Like new in box. You can buy these brand new for $58 if you can find one, plus tax and postage most likely, or just buy this one, $45 all in, shipped priority mail. For another $30, I will sharpen the main spear point and the pen blade. So $75 sharpened. Next day sharpening is available if you're one of the first 4. That's the Victorinox Explorer in black. Next up, we have a super special Victorinox. In fact, I couldn't even find this knife in the identification chart for Victorinox. It's covered in gorgeous blue, 91 millimeter chassis. It's called the Companion. Not only does it have a toothpick and tweezers, but also has a ballpoint pen. It's got lots of cool stuff that we will go through. Main spear point. Instead of a pen blade, we have a fingernail tool. We got scissors. We have large screwdriver, cap lifter, wire cutter, and then we have this thing. Small screwdriver, and I don't know what this is for. But it's sharp and it's serrated. I don't know what that's for. I've never seen one. On the back side, we have an awl with a sewing eye. We have a parcel hook. We have a corkscrew with jeweler's screwdriver that you rotate out of here somehow. I promise. There it goes. So cool. There's a straight pin. If I can dig it out. Let's see. Yeah. It's got all the stuff, guys. And this funky tool. Very, very rare Victorinox. Near mint, no box. Unobtainium. Your price, $110. $140 if you like it with an ApostleP edge. That is the Companion in blue from Victorinox. Next up, we have a Spyderco. It's a military in purple. That means it must have a blade in S110V, and it does. 4 1/16 blade, 5.5 handle, right hand tip down pocket clip. Stainless steel liner lock is nice and early. Rock solid lockup. Pretty free action. Centering is very close. Comes out like a rocket. We'll call it near mint, no box, by the way. Available new for $285, Spyderco map price at your favorite online retailer. This one all in, shipped priority mail, $200 like it is. $230 with an ApostleP edge. The military in purple and S110 from Spyderco. Next up, we have our second and final Hinderer knife. This one will be an XM18 3-inch harpoon Tanto with a tri-way pivot, stonewash blade and frame, and a Coyote G10 scale. Before I show you the knife, All of its original bright hardware is bagged and tagged, as is that original Coyote Tan G10 scale. And you're going to get an orange scale installed with a full set of bronze anodized titanium hardware. This one is running on its ball bearings. And there is your harpoon Tanto, which is scuffed. It's been used and touched up, or even used and sharpened. Blade steel's S45. Lockup is rock solid. Early, steel inserted. Blade centering is very close to perfect, if not perfect. You can actually use the thumb studs on this knife. Nice action. Blade length is 3 1/16, handle 4 1/16. We will call it excellent in box just because of the scuffs on the blade. If you could find this knife, it would be $425 at your favorite web retailer, but good luck with that. So with the extra scale, with the extra hardware, scuffs noted, let's do $350 shipped priority mail, $385 if you'd like my edge on that harpoon Tanto blade. That's the Hinder XM18 3-inch harpoon Tanto. Next up, I got a couple donated items to end the sale. Thank you, and you know who you are. So this one from C. Risner Cutlery, and it is the Lake Champlain Barlow, an homage to the USS Lake Champlain carrier. Comes with Velcro patch and a postcard and a knife. Here it is. It is a large fusion slip joint Barlow, 4 1/4 inches of closed length. Bolsters are integral to the liners in titanium, and then I think this is a fat carbon product for the cover. It's called Blue Camo Carbon. So we have screw-on hardware, an adjustable pivot, a stunning full-height hollow ground clip point blade with long pulls on both sides in M390. Blade length is 3 5/16. It is a half-stop slip joint with a closed stop pin, so you get that thunk on close. But nice walk and talk. 8 1/2 pull, not a girl's knife. Centering is dead down the middle. Beautiful piece of work. Near mint to like new in box. These are out of stock. When they were available, they were $199 web retail. Let's do $125 on this one, $155 with an ApostleP edge on that M390 blade. That is the Lake Champlain Barlow from C. Risner. And that brings us to the last knife in tonight's sale. Another donated knife, also from C. Risner. This one is the Ohio River Jack single Warncliffe with green canvas micarta scales. Another fusion slip joint from C. Risner, screw together construction, adjustable pivot. The frame, which is liners and integral bolsters and end caps, are in titanium. And then the green canvas micarta covers. You can pinch that blade. It is a Warncliffe, double long pulls, full flat ground. This is in M390 also. Blade length is 2 15/16. The handle's 3 3/4. It is a half-stop knife with a closed stop pin. So you have nice walk and talk. And then there's the thunk on close. Blade centering is perfect. This one has been used and sharpened, but I'll still call it near mint in box. These are out of stock. When they were available, they were $145 web retail. Let's do $95 on this one. $120 if you'd like it with my edge. For titanium and M390, that is a buy. It is the Ohio River Jack from C. Risner. And that, my friends, brings us to the end of another weekly knife sale on the Apostle P channel. Hope you enjoyed it. I sure did. Grace to you and peace, my friends, from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. Remember, the word is sharp. Now commence to clicking. I'll talk to you soon.